Quenton Baker to the stage. Thank you.
Venom. My, if you ever heard what I heard in the night, what a fright, must have been a parasite in my past life. I don't wanna ever come down from a height. My soul was sending to the sky. It's just you and I, gone, but I'm feeling too alive. Trying to get me out of spite. Someone's gotta pay. I ain't talking big amounts. Some kind of physical pain.
Hi. Thank you, Jodi-Ann, and thank you everyone for putting this together. Readings in Seattle are usually worse than this. A lot worse. Love y'all. I'm gonna read from, this book, Ballast. I won't talk too much about it. I'll just say that in 1841, there was a revolt aboard a ship called the Creole. It was the only successful large-scale revolt involving American-born enslaved peoples. They commandeered the ship. It ran aground in Nassau. 135 people were on that ship. There's no recorded speech or testimony from any of those 135 people. So I suppose this is a book about absence. Every break in us is a treatise on the perfect, fragile design of being kept. The sail, tobacco leaf, night language of waves, tongues as parcel. Bless the island, bless the dim hum of unslaved, bless each blade we buried in a deserving belly. We are cargo born, ballast, heavy with asking, and then what? And then what? Heavy with asking, we are cargo born, ballast, bless each blade we buried in a deserving belly, bless the island, bless the dim hum of unslave, of waves, tongues as parcel, kept the sail, tobacco leaf, night language on the perfect, fragile design of being. Every break in us is a treatise. This ship, this pit for touch, this hospice, this thief of the haptic, this maroonage, this slaughterhouse for bloom, this eerie lurch toward pillory and ash, curse the bones of it. The open question of our flesh is the echo that orders the ocean, the sonorous snap of the mast. We break in ways that please. We are disintegrated black, immune to referent, sediment spread by repeat burials, a misunderstood continental drift, oceanic trench of record skip. We brutish notes, thugs of the omitted, we parent break into bop, conjugate the aphotic into a flawless pyre. Because what is funereal to the dead? We spin multiple graves simultaneous, new vinyl, speech across the deep, an ill language, ill-suited to surface, misfit for any proper kind of sink. Shoal with the breaking waves, emerge from a spray of clink echo. We rattle ghosts, lithograph of dark lit motion. We wear the history of shatter as ornate cloak, ocean as tip bottle of rot perfume, ship as open lesion. We are a season of smoke, cornered into consent, ordered to burn. No longer, we gather on shore, emissaries of the abyssal zone, curators of every hadal trench, a deep black kinetic, nutrient exchange and absolute exiguity. Black is open for empire. Black is ghost home, ghost ridden is glitch at full speed. Black is rugged door hung on lying church is matter of sick record. Black is leather, that leather is purse around silver. Black is almanac for exit wound. Black is blood authentic. Black is not new to a knower, is steed ridden to froth, is kicking open the jaws of ghosts to holler proof toward clipped night. That long scream, split and spilling in the middle, wave, water, ship we build and swallow it all. Wet nurse to daggers and swaddling cloth. And then what? Still, yet we anthem toward altar. Under such ambulatory pressure, rhythm should be rendered impossible. The whip burns an effigy of wound. Lanterns at our hip, our steps warn the dust. Our nightmares fragment into law, redolent phylactery of shell and discard, the world attuned to the fragrance of overfed levee as statute. of preteen warded to the current. Whole anthology shattered through our entanglement. Under red moon, chased lightning, we delegislate latitude. Envelop border in kink and curve, collapse the lungs to unlatch the hold. Our breath bends all barracoon skyward. Our breath bends all barracoon skyward, collapse the lungs to unlatch the hold. Develop border in kink and curve, we delegislate latitude. Under red moon, chased lightning, shattered through our entanglement. Whole anthology of preteen, warded to the current of overfed levee as statute. The world attuned to the fragrance, redolent phylactery of shell and discard. Our nightmares fragment into law. Our steps warn the dusk. Lanterns at our hip, the whip burns an effigy of wound. With rhythm should be rendered impossible under such ambulatory pressure, yet we anthem toward altar still. And so we shall continue. The perfection of discard, golem empty of speech, gilded by a filigreed absence, made to welcome any sudden fill, to wear exchange as a shining gown of silver wave, to know pleasure as unsigned promissory note, its brief float in the foam of offshore breaking. We play thief to our own silhouette language, hidden within midnight's unctuous gristle, two hands clasped, the most mellifluous shovel. To dig is beauty and circumstance, provide a name to drape over the chasmic wound. And that shroud we can forget. We must forgive the blood before it spills. A fugitive blurring of border and stratum, cartographical felons, we make the ocean ours, suck the venom from out soft shining wave, kiss in viral confinement, immunized, a deified herd immunity, we swallow black and come out black, families diffused like cornflower, humans transmuted to roach mule, sick birth, grotesque conception, to rehome every bullet that finds us. How wide and supple a back must be. Our names aerosoled as virus, burst from hold chrysalis. And then what? We live. We lustral blood bearers, perfecters of spill, unkillable, fugitive dead, our eluded flesh cleansed of every grope and clench, our rack-weighted cot slashed and wrapped in asafoetida. Black market of redress, we donate one another to ourselves, the proceeds of survival, assemblage in wave, the elision of the hold, to occupy the badlands between break and escape, between breach and too much. Yes, we will cut the head off a snake, build panorama from its end, treat any scrap of planet like juniper seed. Thank you.